Ladies and gentlemen, today I invite you to embark on a journey that takes us deep into the heart of what it means to be human, what it means to be vulnerable, and ultimately what it means to confront those who have hurt us. The concept of revenge often tempts us like a mirage in a desert, an alluring prospect that promises satisfaction and justice, yet leaves us empty and parched. Instead of focusing on revenge, I encourage you to consider a different path, one paved with understanding, compassion, and personal empowerment. We have all experienced moments when we've been wronged. Perhaps it was a friend who betrayed our trust, a colleague who undermined our efforts, or a loved one who inflicted deep emotional pain. In those moments, it's easy to feel a surge of anger, an overwhelming desire to retaliate and make the other person feel what we are feeling. But I want to challenge that instinct. The best revenge isn't about inflicting pain on those who hurt us. It's about reclaiming our power, rising above the hurt, and cultivating a life that reflects our values and our strength. Revenge often disguises itself as a response rooted in justice. We think if I just make them feel as bad as I do, then I'll feel better, but let's pause for a moment and reflect on what that really means. When we seek revenge, we're allowing those who have wronged us to dictate our actions, our feelings, and ultimately our lives. Instead of taking control, we become prisoners of our anger and pain. What if we flip the script? What if, instead of focusing on what they did to us, we focused on how we want to respond? The best revenge is not in retaliation, but in the way we choose to live our lives. It's about our capacity to embrace vulnerability and our ability to respond with grace and authenticity. In moments of pain, we have an opportunity to delve deep into our own emotions. It's not comfortable, and it's certainly not easy. We often wear our emotional armor, shielding ourselves from the rawness of our feelings. But it's in that rawness where we find our greatest strength. By allowing ourselves to feel the hurt, we gain insight into our own values, our own boundaries, and our own resilience. When we acknowledge our pain, we begin to heal. And when we heal, we open ourselves to a life filled with possibilities. Let's explore the idea of forgiveness. Forgiveness is often misconstrued as condoning or excusing the actions of those who hurt us. However, it's far more profound than that. Forgiveness is not about them, it's about us. It's about freeing ourselves from the shackles of resentment and anger. When we hold on to grudges, we carry a weight that drags us down. But when we choose to forgive, we liberate ourselves. We reclaim our narrative, stepping away from being a victim and moving towards empowerment. Moreover, forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It doesn't mean we have to invite the person back into our lives or continue to tolerate harmful behavior. It means acknowledging the hurt, learning from it, and allowing ourselves to grow. It's about recognizing that our worth is not defined by how others treat us, but by how we treat ourselves. In embracing our vulnerability, we also cultivate empathy both for ourselves and for those who have wronged us. It's easy to label someone as the enemy when we're hurt, to paint them in broad strokes of negativity. But if we take a moment to consider their story, their struggles, and their humanity, we begin to shift our perspective. Perhaps they were acting out of their own pain, their own insecurities, or their own unresolved issues. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it allows us to approach the situation with compassion rather than malice. When we choose empathy over revenge, we create a ripple effect. We not only transform our own experiences, but also inspire others to do the same. Imagine a world where, instead of responding to hurt with hurt, we responded with understanding and compassion. How different would our relationships, our communities, and our lives look? As we continue this journey, let's talk about courage, the courage to stand in our truth, the courage to confront our pain, and the courage to choose a different path. It takes incredible strength to face our feelings, to examine the hurt, and to rise above it. But this is where our power lies. It's in the moments of vulnerability that we discover our true selves. It's in the moments when we feel most broken that we find our greatest opportunities for growth. When we embrace our vulnerabilities, we create a space for authenticity. We stop pretending to be someone we're not, and we begin to connect with others on a deeper level. This authenticity is contagious. It encourages those around us to be real, to share their stories, and to own their experiences. In a world that often prioritizes superficial connections, authenticity fosters genuine relationships built on trust, empathy, and mutual respect. Now let's consider the concept of growth. Every experience of hurt, every betrayal, every moment of pain has the potential to teach us something invaluable. When we choose to see our experiences as opportunities for growth, we shift our mindset from victimhood to empowerment. We start to recognize that we are not defined by the actions of others, but by how we respond to those actions. So how do we cultivate this growth mindset? It begins with self-reflection. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? What does this reveal about my boundaries, my values, and my self-worth? By engaging in this reflective process, we gain clarity and insight, transforming our pain into wisdom. Moreover, it's essential to surround ourselves with supportive people who uplift us. The best revenge is to build a life filled with love, connection, and understanding. Seek out those who celebrate your victories, who listen to your struggles, and who challenge you to grow. These relationships serve as a buffer against the negativity that may arise from those who have hurt us. They remind us of our worth and our capacity for resilience. As we cultivate this supportive network, we also have a responsibility to extend that support to others. When we've faced our own battles, we become more attuned to the struggles of those around us. Let us be the kind of people who lift others up, who offer compassion and understanding, and who recognize the shared human experience of hurt and healing. In navigating the complexities of life, we must also remember the power of storytelling. Sharing our experiences allows us to process our emotions and connect with others. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. When we share our stories of hurt, resilience, and growth, we create a tapestry of human experience that is rich and varied. This tapestry serves as a reminder that pain is universal, but so is healing. Consider this: how can your story inspire someone else to embrace their vulnerabilities? How can it empower them to rise above their circumstances and choose a path of healing rather than revenge? In sharing our stories, we create a legacy of courage, empathy, and connection. In closing, let's remember that the best revenge against those who have hurt us is not about retribution, but about reclaiming our lives. It's about embracing our vulnerabilities, fostering empathy, cultivating growth, and building authentic connections. When we choose this path, we not only heal ourselves, but also contribute to a world that values compassion over conflict and understanding over animosity. So, as you navigate your own journeys of hurt and healing, I encourage you to reflect on the choices you make. Choose empathy, choose growth, and choose authenticity. In doing so, you will discover that the most profound revenge is a life well lived, a life filled with love, joy, and resilience. As we delve deeper into this conversation about revenge and healing, it's essential to understand the nature of hurt itself. Hurt is a part of the human experience. It is inevitable. We all carry scars, some visible and some hidden beneath the surface. Each scar tells a story, stories of love, loss, betrayal, and ultimately survival. When we choose to confront these scars rather than hide them, we embark on a transformative journey that reshapes our understanding of ourselves and our relationships with others. To better understand how to respond to those who have hurt us, let's first dissect what hurt does to us. Hurt can manifest in various ways. It can lead to feelings of anger, resentment, and bitterness. It can create walls around our hearts, preventing us from forming new connections or deepening existing ones. However, it can also serve as a catalyst for growth and change. When we experience pain, our instinct may be to retreat, to isolate ourselves, and to harbor feelings of vengeance. Yet in doing so, we miss out on the opportunity to learn and evolve. Hurt can push us to reassess our values, our relationships, and our boundaries. It can reveal the parts of ourselves that need nurturing and care. Instead of viewing hurt as something that defines us, we can reframe it as a teacher. Ask yourself, what has this experience taught me? How can it help me become a better version of myself? This shift in perspective allows us to embrace vulnerability and encourages a mindset of learning rather than a desire for revenge. Vulnerability is often perceived as a weakness, but in reality, it is a source of immense strength. It takes courage to expose our wounds, to share our stories, and to be honest about our feelings. When we embrace our vulnerability, we open ourselves up to genuine connections with others. We become relatable and approachable, allowing others to see the real US flaws and all. When we're vulnerable, we invite others into our journey. We create spaces for open dialogue where empathy can flourish. By sharing our experiences, we encourage those around us to do the same. This exchange of stories builds a sense of community, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Connection is a vital component of healing. When we're hurt, the instinct may be to shut down and withdraw from those who care about us. However, it's crucial to resist that impulse. Instead of isolating ourselves, we should reach out to those who can provide support, understanding, and love. Think about the people in your life who inspire you. These are the individuals who uplift you during tough times, who remind you of your worth, and who encourage you to keep moving forward. They are the ones who stand by you, not in spite of your struggles, but because of them. Engaging with a supportive community allows us to process our feelings in a healthy way. It provides an outlet for our emotions and gives us the opportunity to share our stories. This sense of belonging fosters resilience. We start to realize that our pain does not have to be a solitary experience. It can be a shared journey toward healing. When we shift our focus from seeking revenge to embracing healing, we reclaim our power. Revenge often places our happiness in the hands of those who have hurt us. When we seek to retaliate, we allow their actions to control our emotions and decisions. Instead, let's take back that control. Reclaiming our power means recognizing that our worth is not contingent on the opinions or actions of others. It's about acknowledging that we are deserving of love, respect, and joy, regardless of our past experiences. By prioritizing our own well-being, we can create a life that reflects our values and aspirations. Engage in practices that nurture your spirit, whether that's through mindfulness, creative expression, or physical activity. When we invest in our own growth and well-being, we begin to shift our focus from the pain inflicted by others to the joy we can cultivate within ourselves. Forgiveness is not a one-size-fits-all solution, nor is it a linear process. It can be messy and complicated, often requiring time and patience. But when we choose forgiveness, we make a conscious decision to release the burden of resentment and anger. We are not excusing the behavior of those who have hurt us. We are simply choosing to free ourselves from the weight of that pain. Remember, forgiveness is a gift we give to ourselves. It is a step toward emotional liberation. It allows us to let go of the narrative that keeps us stuck in the past, enabling us to embrace the present and look forward to the future. As you navigate your journey of forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. Understand that it's a process, and there will be days when you feel overwhelmed by the emotions tied to your experiences. That's okay. Acknowledge those feelings, sit with them, and allow them to pass through you. As we heal, we inadvertently create a ripple effect in the lives of those around us. When we embrace vulnerability, authenticity, and compassion, we inspire others to do the same. our journey becomes a beacon of hope for those who may be struggling in silence. By sharing our stories of resilience, we remind others that healing is possible, that growth can emerge from pain, and that love can prevail over hurt. In a world where pain is often met with defensiveness or aggression, our choice to respond with kindness and understanding becomes revolutionary. Imagine the impact of a community where individuals support one another through their struggles, where empathy is the norm, and where healing takes precedence over revenge. As we move forward, let's commit to living authentically. Authenticity means aligning our actions with our values. It means being true to ourselves and expressing our feelings honestly. When we live authentically, we attract relationships that honor our true selves. In contrast, when we engage in revenge or harbor resentment, we may find ourselves entangled in toxic relationships that drain our energy and diminish our self-worth. By standing firm in our authenticity, we create space for connections that nurture our spirit and reinforce our self-esteem. Living authentically also involves setting boundaries. It's essential to protect ourselves from further hurt. When we identify our limits and communicate them effectively, we create a framework for healthier relationships. Boundaries allow us to honor our needs while also respecting the needs of others. Healing is not a destination, it is a lifelong journey. As we navigate this path, let's embrace the ebbs and flows of our emotions. There will be moments of profound clarity, and there will be moments of doubt. Both are essential parts of the healing process. Recognize that healing may require revisiting old wounds. This does not mean we are stuck in the past, rather it means we are taking the time to understand and integrate our experiences into our narrative. With each step we take, we grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Ultimately, the goal is to cultivate a life of meaning and purpose. Instead of seeking revenge on those who have hurt us, let's channel our energy into creating a life that reflects our values, our passions, and our dreams. This could mean pursuing a new career path, engaging in creative projects, or advocating for causes close to our hearts. When we immerse ourselves in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment, we shift our focus away from past hurts and towards a future filled with possibility. Remember, we have the power to shape our lives. We can choose to be architects of our destiny rather than victims of our circumstances. When we embrace our ability to create, we reclaim our narrative and take ownership of our healing journey. Let's celebrate the resilience within each of us. Resilience is not about being unaffected by pain. It's about rising from that pain with newfound strength and insight. It's the ability to face adversity head-on and emerge transformed. As we cultivate resilience, we develop a profound understanding of our capacity to overcome. We begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. This shift in mindset empowers us to approach life's difficulties with courage and determination. As we move forward, let's commit to nurturing our growth. This means continually engaging in self-reflection, seeking out new experiences, and remaining open to learning. The journey of healing and growth is ongoing. It requires our active participation and commitment. Seek out resources that inspire you, whether through books, workshops, or conversations with mentors. Embrace the knowledge that comes from every experience, both positive and negative. The lessons we learn along the way are invaluable tools that equip us for the challenges ahead. Let's make a collective commitment to compassion both for ourselves and for others. Let's approach each day with the intention to embody kindness, empathy, and understanding. As we navigate our own journeys of hurt and healing, let's remember that we are all interconnected. Our actions and choices ripple out into the world, influencing those around us. By choosing compassion, we contribute to a culture that values healing over revenge, love over hate, and understanding over division. In this shared human experience, we have the power to uplift one another, to create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. Let's stand together in our commitment to healing, resilience, and growth. As we continue on this path of healing, we must recognize the power of community. The connections we forge with others can provide the support and understanding we need to navigate our individual journeys. Community is where we find shared experiences, where we can lean on one another during difficult times, and where we can celebrate our victories, no matter how small. In times of hurt, seeking out those who uplift and empower us is essential. This doesn't mean surrounding ourselves only with those who agree with us, or who always know the right thing to say. Instead, it means finding individuals who create a safe space for us to express our emotions, who listen without judgment, and who encourage us to be our authentic selves. Consider the idea of vulnerability within community. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable with others, we invite them to do the same. This reciprocity deepens our connections and fosters an environment where everyone feels supported and valued. It's in these moments of shared vulnerability that we truly see the power of human connection. Integral to our healing journey is the practice of self-compassion. So often, we are our harshest critics. When we experience hurt, it's easy to internalize that pain and blame ourselves for what has happened. We might ask ourselves, what did I do wrong, or how could I have prevented this? This line of thinking only deepens our wounds. Instead, we need to cultivate a mindset of self-compassion. This means treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a close friend in a similar situation. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment. Recognize that it's okay to feel hurt, angry, or confused. These emotions are valid responses to what you've experienced. Self-compassion encourages us to approach ourselves with love rather than criticism. When we practice self-compassion, we create a foundation for healing. We give ourselves permission to grieve, to feel, and to eventually let go. This process of self-nurturing is vital in reclaiming our power and moving forward. Healing often involves embracing change and the uncertainty that comes with it. As we process our pain, we may find ourselves at a crossroads, faced with the choice to remain in our comfort zones or to venture into the unknown. Change can be intimidating, especially when it means letting go of familiar patterns and behaviors. However, it's important to recognize that growth requires us to step outside of our comfort zones. This is where transformation happens, where we shed old beliefs that no longer serve us and embrace new possibilities. As we navigate this uncertainty, let's remember that we don't have to have all the answers. The journey of healing is not linear. It's filled with twists and turns, ups and downs. Rather than seeking to control every outcome, we can practice being present in each moment, allowing ourselves to adapt and grow. Mindfulness is a powerful tool in our healing toolkit. It allows us to stay grounded in the present moment, reducing the grip of past hurts and anxieties about the future. By practicing mindfulness, we cultivate awareness of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Engaging in mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply taking time to notice our surroundings can help us create a sense of calm amidst chaos. When we anchor ourselves in the present, we open up space for clarity and insight. Mindfulness also encourages us to observe our emotions rather than react to them impulsively. This awareness allows us to respond thoughtfully, rather than allowing hurt and anger to dictate our actions. It empowers us to make choices that align with our values, fostering a sense of empowerment and agency in our healing journey. As we continue to evolve, setting intentions for our personal growth can serve as a guiding compass. Intentions are not about rigid goals or expectations. Rather, they are gentle commitments to ourselves about how we want to show up in the world. Consider what you want to cultivate in your life. Do you want to embrace more joy, foster deeper connections, or prioritize self-care? By setting clear intentions, we create a framework for our choices and actions. Intentions serve as a reminder of our values and aspirations. They can help us navigate challenging situations with clarity and purpose. When faced with moments of hurt or conflict, we can refer back to our intentions as a grounding tool. This practice keeps us focused on our goals while also allowing for flexibility as we navigate the complexities of life. Amidst our healing journey, it's crucial to celebrate our progress no matter how small it may seem. Each step forward is a testament to our resilience and strength. Acknowledge the courage it takes to confront your pain, to forgive, and to embrace vulnerability. Take the time to reflect on how far you've come. What lessons have you learned? What strengths have you discovered within yourself? Celebrate the moments of growth and transformation. This practice fosters a sense of gratitude and reinforces our belief in our ability to overcome challenges. Celebration can take many forms, whether it's treating yourself to something special, sharing your achievements with loved ones, or simply taking a moment to acknowledge your progress. By recognizing our growth, we further empower ourselves to continue on this path of healing. In our journey toward healing, establishing boundaries becomes essential. Boundaries are not walls, they are healthy lines that protect our emotional well-being. They allow us to define what is acceptable and what is not, creating a sense of safety in our relationships. When we set boundaries, we communicate our needs and expectations to others. This is an act of self-love and respect. It signals that we value ourselves and our well-being. Boundaries can take many forms, whether it's limiting time spent with toxic individuals, asserting our needs in a relationship, or simply saying no to commitments that drain our energy. Establishing boundaries also helps prevent future hurt. By recognizing our limits and standing firm in them, we empower ourselves to navigate relationships that honor our well-being. Remember, setting boundaries is not about pushing people away, it's about inviting in those who uplift and support us. Healing is not a one-time event, it's a lifelong journey of learning and growth. As we navigate our experiences, we must remain open to new lessons and insights. Every experience, both painful and joyful, offers opportunities for growth. Cultivating a mindset of lifelong learning allows us to embrace curiosity and wonder. We can seek out new perspectives, challenge our beliefs, and expand our horizons. This commitment to growth enriches our lives and deepens our understanding of ourselves and others. Additionally, learning from our experiences equips us with the tools to navigate future challenges. When we view each setback as a learning opportunity, we build resilience and adaptability. This perspective empowers us to face life's uncertainties with confidence and grace. Our experiences do not have to define us. Instead, we have the power to rewrite our narratives. Each of us has a story to tell, one that is shaped by our experiences, but not limited to them. We can choose how we want our stories to unfold. Consider what it means to take ownership of your narrative. How do you want to frame your experiences? Rather than viewing yourself solely as a victim of hurt, recognize the strength and resilience that have emerged from your challenges. You are not just defined by your pain, you are defined by how you rise from it. By rewriting our narratives, we reclaim our agency. We can shift our focus from what has been taken from us to what we can create moving forward. This reframing allows us to embrace a sense of purpose and empowerment in our lives. As we navigate our healing journeys, let's not overlook the transformative power of gratitude. Cultivating a practice of gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. It allows us to recognize the abundance in our lives, even amidst challenges. Take time each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for, whether they are big or small. This practice fosters a positive mindset and reinforces our ability to find joy in the present moment. When we actively seek out gratitude, we create a more positive outlook on life. Moreover, expressing gratitude to those around us strengthens our connections. A simple thank you can have a profound impact on relationships. By acknowledging the support and love we receive, we create an atmosphere of appreciation and understanding. As we heal and grow, we will inevitably encounter new relationships. It's important to approach these connections with an open heart, while also being mindful of our past experiences. The hurt we've endured can serve as valuable lessons in understanding what we want and need from our relationships moving forward. Take time to reflect on the qualities you value in relationships. What boundaries do you want to establish? How can you communicate your needs effectively? By being intentional about the connections we form, we set the stage for healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Remember that it's okay to take your time in building new connections. Trust is earned, and it's essential to allow relationships to develop at their own pace. As you navigate this process, continue to honor your own healing journey. Ultimately, the journey of healing is about discovering and embracing our purpose. What brings you joy? What ignites your passion? By aligning our actions with our values and aspirations, we create a life that is rich with meaning. Living with purpose allows us to transcend our past experiences. It empowers us to take proactive steps toward building the life we desire. When we focus on what truly matters to us, we create a roadmap for our future. In your quest for purpose, consider how you can contribute to the well-being of others. Acts of kindness, service, and support not only benefit those around us, but also enrich our own lives. When we engage in meaningful work, we create a sense of fulfillment that fuels our growth. As we reflect on our journey of healing and transformation, let's remember that it is ongoing. We may encounter new challenges, face moments of doubt, and experience setbacks. However, we have also gained the tools and insights to navigate these experiences with resilience and grace. Every step we take is a testament to our strength. Let's honor our journeys, celebrate our progress, and remain committed to our growth. By embracing vulnerability, cultivating connection, and living authentically, we create lives that reflect our true selves. Together, let's continue to support one another in our quest for healing, connection, and purpose. We are not alone in this journey. We are part of a larger tapestry of humanity, united in our shared experiences. May we walk forward with courage, knowing that our healing journeys are uniquely ours and filled with infinite possibilities. As we continue our journey, it's vital to embrace the entirety of our human experience. We are complex beings, capable of feeling joy and pain, love and loss, hope and despair. Each of these emotions contributes to our growth and shapes our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. By acknowledging the full spectrum of our emotions, we create space for authenticity. We can allow ourselves to feel anger, sadness, and frustration without shame or guilt. These emotions are not indicators of weakness, they are signs of our humanity. It's essential to honor these feelings as part of our healing journey, rather than suppressing them. Expression is a crucial element in our healing process. Whether through writing, art, music, or speaking, finding ways to express our emotions allows us to process our experiences. Creative outlets can serve as powerful forms of self-therapy, enabling us to transform our pain into something meaningful. Consider journaling as a tool for reflection. Writing down our thoughts and feelings can help us clarify our emotions and gain insights into our experiences. Journaling provides a safe space to explore our hurt, articulate our hopes, and track our growth over time. Artistic endeavors such as painting, drawing, or crafting can also be powerful vehicles for healing. Engaging in creative activities allows us to channel our emotions into tangible forms. These expressions can become a visual representation of our journey, reminding us of our resilience and strength. As we navigate our healing journeys, self-care emerges as a vital practice. It's easy to overlook our own needs when we are focused on healing from the hurt inflicted by others. However, prioritizing self-care is essential for our overall well-being and recovery. Self-care can take many forms, from physical activities such as exercise and yoga to mental practices like meditation and mindfulness. It can involve indulging in hobbies that bring us joy or taking time to rest and recharge. Consider what self-care looks like for you. What activities make you feel nurtured and fulfilled? Make a conscious effort to incorporate these practices into your daily routine. Self-care is not selfish, it is a necessary investment in your health and happiness. Establishing healthy routines can significantly enhance our well-being. Routines provide structure and predictability, allowing us to create a sense of stability in our lives. When we intentionally design our daily habits, we cultivate an environment conducive to healing and growth. Consider incorporating practices such as regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and adequate sleep into your routine. These foundational elements support our physical health and contribute to our emotional resilience. When we prioritize our physical well-being, we equip ourselves with the energy and strength needed to face challenges. Additionally, consider setting aside time for reflection and mindfulness. Carving out moments for quiet contemplation allows us to reconnect with ourselves and gain clarity on our emotions. Whether through meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting in silence, these practices can be incredibly grounding. A growth mindset is a powerful tool for navigating the complexities of life. When we adopt a growth mindset, we embrace the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and effort. This perspective encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. When faced with adversity, remind yourself that setbacks are part of the journey. Each challenge presents a chance to learn and adapt. By fostering a growth mindset, we cultivate resilience and optimism, empowering ourselves to embrace change and uncertainty. Consider the language you use when speaking about yourself and your experiences. Are you framing challenges as failures, or are you viewing them as stepping stones toward growth? By reframing our self-talk, we can shift our mindset and approach life with curiosity and courage. Forgiveness is a complex and deeply personal journey. It's essential to understand that forgiveness is not a one-time act, but a process that requires time and reflection. It doesn't mean condoning the actions of others, rather, it is about freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment. As we delve deeper into the process of forgiveness, we may encounter moments of resistance. It's natural to feel anger or hurt in response to what has been done to us. Allow yourself to experience these emotions fully. They are valid and deserve acknowledgement. Consider journaling about your feelings surrounding forgiveness. Reflect on what forgiveness means to you and the barriers you face in granting it. This exploration can provide insights into your emotions and help clarify your path forward. Empathy plays a significant role in our healing journeys, both toward ourselves and others. When we practice empathy, we cultivate the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. This understanding fosters connection and compassion, allowing us to navigate relationships more effectively. Empathy can also extend to ourselves. Practice self-empathy by recognizing that you are doing the best you can with the resources available to you. Acknowledge that everyone struggles, and it's okay to seek help and support. Embracing self-empathy can alleviate feelings of guilt and shame, allowing for deeper healing. As we heal, it's essential to recognize our triggers, those situations or interactions that evoke strong emotional responses. Understanding our triggers allows us to navigate challenging moments more effectively. Take time to reflect on the situations that tend to trigger feelings of hurt or anger. What patterns do you notice? How do you typically respond? By identifying these triggers, we can develop strategies for managing our emotions and responses. For instance, if certain interactions leave you feeling vulnerable, consider creating a plan for how to navigate those situations in the future. This might involve setting boundaries, practicing deep breathing, or seeking support from a trusted friend. While self-care and community support are essential, seeking professional help can be a transformative step in our healing journey. Therapists, counselors, and coaches provide valuable tools and insights to help us navigate our emotions and experiences. Professional support offers a safe space to explore our feelings and gain clarity on our struggles. A therapist can help us identify patterns in our behavior and guide us toward healthier coping mechanisms. Therapy can be a valuable resource for processing trauma and building resilience. Don't hesitate to seek support if you feel overwhelmed or uncertain. Taking this step shows strength and a commitment to your healing journey. As we heal, we have the opportunity to create a ripple effect in the lives of those around us. Our commitment to personal growth and healing inspires others to embark on their journeys. By embodying resilience, empathy, and compassion, we create an environment where healing flourishes. Consider how your actions and choices can influence others. When we practice kindness and understanding, we foster a culture of support and connection. Our healing journeys can inspire those around us to seek their paths of growth. Hope is a powerful force that can sustain us through difficult times. In our journey of healing, it's essential to cultivate hope for ourselves, for our relationships, and for the future. Remind yourself that healing is possible. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to your resilience. Embrace the belief that brighter days lie ahead, and that you have the strength to navigate the challenges that come your way. In moments of doubt, seek out stories of hope and resilience from others. Reading about the experiences of those who have overcome adversity can inspire and uplift us. Let these stories remind you that healing is a journey filled with possibility. As we move forward, it's important to embrace the unknown. Life is filled with uncertainties, and while it's natural to seek control, we must also learn to surrender to the flow of life. Embracing the unknown allows us to be open to new experiences and opportunities. It encourages us to step outside our comfort zones and explore paths we may not have considered. While uncertainty can be daunting, it can also lead to unexpected growth and transformation. Practice being present in the moment, allowing yourself to experience life as it unfolds. This practice fosters resilience and adaptability, equipping you to handle whatever comes your way. In the midst of our healing journeys, let's not forget the importance of play and joy. Engaging in activities that bring us joy is vital for our well-being. Laughter, creativity, and spontaneity nourish our spirits and remind us of life's beauty. Make time for activities that spark joy. Whether it's spending time in nature, trying a new hobby, or enjoying the company of loved ones. Allow yourself to experience moments of joy without guilt or reservation. These moments serve as reminders that healing does not mean the absence of joy. It can coexist with our journey. As we continue on this path of healing and growth, let's commit to being active participants in our journeys. Healing is not passive, it requires intention, effort, and vulnerability. Take time to reflect on the steps you can take to nurture your healing process. What practices resonate with you? What changes can you implement in your daily life to support your growth? Engage with your community, seek support, and share your journey with others. By doing so, you create a network of resilience and empowerment. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. There are others who share your struggles and victories.